Hello, I'm Marcy Guddemi, and I'm the Executive Director of Gesell Institute of Child Development here on the Yale campus. I'd like to thank you for the opportunity to be able to testify because our mission here at the Institute is to promote the principles of child development for all decision-making about young children. So the most important thing that children need is for educators to know the principles of child development. As Dr. Arnold Gesell first discovered and documented, all children proceed on the same path of development. However, each child has his or her own rate and pace. Our 2011 national study confirms this first principle of child development. Let me give you two examples of this. The average age that children learn to walk is 12 months, 50% before, 50% after. Some begin as early as 9 months and others not until 14 or 15 months. But all of us would agree that early walkers are not better walkers than later walkers. The other example that I want to use is when do children learn to read independently? And the average age is 6.5 years, 50% before that, 50% after that. Some children begin to read at age 3 and some not until age 7 or later. Research confirms that at the end of 3rd grade, early readers are not better readers than later readers. Research also shows that children that are at the top of their class in kindergarten only have a 40% chance of being top of their class at the end of 3rd grade. This is just normal child development. So, principle number 2, young children ages 2 to 7 are in what's called the pre-operational stage of development, and they learn differently than older children. What does this mean? Children learn by doing, not by sitting, not by being force-fed isolated facts. Doing involves using all of their senses, including being physical, being active and interactive, investigating and manipulating, exploring and researching, and using new vocabulary. Children at this age are pre-logical, and they do not think in the abstract. Rather, they think in the here and now. This age group does not learn well sitting in desk trying to memorize facts that are abstract and meaningless to them. Neuroscience confirms that young children need to be active and interactive in order to learn and build the architecture of the brain by constructing new knowledge based on old knowledge. Child development principle number 3. Children need programs that are based on developing the whole child, social, emotional, physical, as well as cognitive. Whole children come to school, not just their heads. Likewise, assessment needs to address all domains, not just math and literacy. A child is more than a score, Dr. Arnold Gesell said. And finally, children need programs led by both qualified teachers and administrators. Leadership in birth to 3 programs requires an understanding and implementation of the principles of child development. As the National Association for Elementary School Principals concur, our elementary school principals sorely lack training on child development and early childhood education. So how can they lead our programs? They must be trained so that they can lead developmentally appropriate practice in their programs. Our children deserve this and no less. And that's the end.
Thank you.